Today I will be demonstrating TCLOCKPC. First, let's go over what TCLOCKPC is and how it can benefit you. TCLOCKPC is a time and attendance solution. It is great for off-site employees. You can upload transactions from any location as long as a WIA compliant webcam and an internet connection is present. TCLOCKPC uses real time, so you must have an active internet connection in order to upload a transaction. Now let's take a look at how the program works. First thing you want to do is set up your preferences, so let's go ahead and open up our preferences. And our first option here is customer number. Your customer number is automatically generated for you upon registering with the website. And as you can see here, my customer number is all zeros. So I'll go and enter in that information, and then down below you're asked if you want to set it to default or prompt. If you set it to default, that means each time you go to make a transaction, it'll automatically default to this customer number. If you set it to prompt, it'll give you the option to change that customer number before you make a transaction. And we'll go ahead and leave it as default since I won't be changing customer numbers, and click OK. And next is your job and project number. If you use a job or project number, go ahead and enter it in here. If not, go ahead and leave it at all zeros and set it to default and click OK. And next is your department. Enter in your department name as it was input on the website. If you work in multiple departments, go ahead and set it to prompt. If you will only be working in one department, go ahead and leave it as default and click OK. And then next is your employee ID. Go ahead and just enter in your employee ID here. Your employee ID is generated from the website just like your customer number. And we'll just go ahead and leave this as default and click OK. And lastly is your server. Your server is already set up, but if you use a proxy server, go ahead and click Use Proxy Server and enter in your proxy information and click OK. In my case, I don't use a proxy server, so I'll uncheck it and click OK and click OK. And now I'll demonstrate how to upload a transaction. First, go ahead and select your language preference and then your transaction type. Whenever you select your transaction type, this will activate your webcam. In this case, let's go ahead and do an example with the clock in. And you'll notice here all the fields are grayed out. That is because we set them all to default. If you set them to prompt, you'll be able to edit these fields. So let's go ahead and click submit. And then you should get a transaction processed. And once you get that, you can go ahead and go to the website and go to your pending transactions, and it should be out there. And there's our transaction.